if you last long enough in markets, and I hope you do, you will undoubtedly come to a moment where you experience this emotion. It's a little bit of a hand-wringing, like throw it up, just like, oh my gosh, this thing is a joke. Like, this whole thing is rigged. Even if you've kind of worked to push that back, you'll go, it's still rigged. And it's rigged against me. When that happens, because again, if it hasn't happened to you, you last long enough, it will. Highly likely it will. When it happens, like, what do? You can't influence the market. The market is what the market is. It's just a thing. You may even have to work through at some point that it doesn't even have a morality of its own. There can be moments when you feel like it is just completely bent, but it is an amoral thing. It is just an output of all of the activity of the participants in it, which can make us go like, wow, this is a joke. All right, here's the prompt. How do I get in on the joke? How do I get in on the joke? This market is a joke. How do I get in on the joke? I can't move the market, but I can move me. How do I get in on the joke? So let me give you an example of, like, recently where I have experienced this and have had to go through a reworking of this. Historically, and I say historically, I'm talking like a 5 to 10 year window. If I had a trend day, yesterday was a trend day, I could go home, if it was the trend day higher, I could go home the next day long, or I could go overnight long, and have a very, very high confidence that I'm going to see higher prices the next session. Or if I saw a trend day lower, very, very high confidence that I will see trending lower, and or I may see an inside day, but I'm not going to go back through half of the range. And behaviorally, specifically with the introduction of zero DTE, and not just the introduction of zero DTE, but the movement of markets towards zero DTE, it's shifting behaviors. Like it's compressing time cycles. So the follow-on behavior that I would have seen the day after, I'm now actually seeing in the afternoon of the same day. So this idea of like a follow-on thing, it doesn't exist in the same way that it did. And that is really frustrating, because that was like a really high confidence thing, and now it's gone. So when I feel the frustration coming up in me of like, well, but this is how it should go. Well, that's how it went. Like, I'm trying to be careful about like, well, this is how it should. No, that's how it went. How does it go now? And how can I get in on the joke? And so, like yesterday, big trend day lower. Now I go, wouldn't it be funny if we don't get lower the next day, as I would have expected, and instead go the other way? Wouldn't that be funny? And that's what's happened, because some things in markets don't change, some things do. That thing changed. It could have still gotten the follow through. That's fine. I'm just trying to open myself up to less rigid expectations and meeting what is the market displaying. If I can meet it at what it's displaying, then I have more neuroplasticity to engage what it is. Whether that's a structure cleanup in the reversal or just another trade. So again, when you find yourself say, man, this thing's a joke, let that be a prompt to go, how do I get in on the joke? How do I get on the joke? I can absolutely get on the joke. I can be part of the madness. So use that prompt, or file it away. If that's not something that you feel, that's fine. It'll come. File it away, and then pull that out, and maybe you get a little chuckle, and that chuckle can break that frustration and allow you to engage it as it is. All right.